What's up, yappers? Welcome to another episode of Yapping Hours on your browser screen. Today is another episode for getting the boys to play, and this time, Dead by Daylight. Now, this one's gonna be a toughie for me, because these niggas absolutely despise this game. Anything and everything about it. There's too many females, 60% of women love to get chased, so you already know. You've seen our episodes before, so you already know how we feel. But I'm gonna try to get them to play regardless, because despite its problems, I still think this is, at bare minimum, a game that's like, you know, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, we don't know what to play. What should we play? We're just like kind of chilling, like not taking things too serious. This would be one of those games, I feel.
Disagree.
People know what Dead by Daylight is, but basically the reason I would get these guys to play is because it's a game where it's like, it's co-op, 4-player, so it's like you don't have to like think about it too hard, because I know some people, while these boys love to play comp games and love to like beat people's asses and shit, you know, sometimes people don't do 1v1s or whatever, so it's like, let's hop on this. You know, you could have this game be like a Halloween game. It's like just late night shit.
I always thought this game was a fetish game.
Yeah.
That's insane. What makes you think it's a fetish game?
It's all the women who are attracted to serial killers and gay guys too.
Yeah,
Well,
that old clip that came out a while ago with the guy talking about how 60% female player base and the women have a fetish for getting chased by these horror characters.
That's why. And most of the player base is women, isn't it? So that's why I always thought it was a fetish game, because, you know, people fantasize about the serial killer, and it's like Tinder online, you know. Oh, I know where to find all the girls. You know, we boot up Dead by Daylight.
I doubt the player base is still 60% female. It's probably shifted back to male dominated, but for a period of time. Huh?
Well, the thing is, you can't really get females in this game because there's no like voice chat. It's strictly text chat.
Yeah.
So
motherfuckers are gonna find a way to deepen their voice through text chat.
What the fuck are you on? What the actual fuck? Anyway, yeah. So for this game, I know for this game, for a lot of people, it's like really complex. I mean, this game is like fucking 10 plus years fucking old at this point.
Complex.
Wait, it's really that old?
It's really old. I think the first, if I remember correctly, the date of this game was like 2016, and it looked very different back then. So the way it looks now is obviously the best it's ever been.
Also,
what's that?
I just want to point out, you actually just pointed something out that makes it kind of a downside for me, which is no VC. This is the type of game that you would want VC. Can you imagine all the screaming and shit, like, oh shit, there he is.
I think having voice chat would actually ruin the immersion of the game. Like it would make it too silly.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a video game.
It's a horror video game.
Yeah, but a lot of horror games are like on some silly shit, especially when you watch like Let's Play and shit.
It's silly because you think it's silly.
Yeah.
It's not silly because it's like it could be unintentionally silly, which sometimes is the charm of this game, because there are some like funny ass shit that could happen.
I think he's thinking too much about like Lethal Company. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And what was the other game with the split mouse and shit?
Repo Lethal Company is what you're thinking of. Those are more in line with like Friendsloppy and goofy, silly types of style horror, but this isn't of that nature. It's actually like straight up horror.
It used to be a lot more horror, because it used to be that the game actually was darker. Mm-hmm. Like they brightened it up because people didn't want to always play in a dark game, which, you know, I guess fair enough.
That's an L take.
I mean, hey, this was a while ago, but anyway, speaking of the game, so on the survivor side, you know, obviously we have all three of us. We could add a fourth person we want to.
One of our viewers, let us know if you're trying to play.
Now, with Terrell, I know because I've spoken with him about this before, and the one thing he hates is that the game is like pretty like, I forget what word you use. I don't think you use repetitive, but like boring. Because all you do is like hop on gens. Because all you do is hop on gens. Like you have to, you do the 5 gens and then you exit out of the gate and shit. Well, you don't always have to do that. So there's items in this game where you can actually play, and perks and everything, where you could actually play a little bit differently. So one thing I know Terrell would be the guy to play as. He'd be the guy that would 1v1 the killer. You would be that guy for sure.
This isn't Evolve. This isn't even Evolve though. What do you mean 1v1?
So 1v1 usually for this game, what the survivor would do is try to have the killer chase them all game.
That's what you're considering a 1v1.
That's the closest you get, because there's like items and perks you got. Like one item especially that you would use, it's a flashlight. So what you would do is you blind them and shit, and then like just loop them like crazy. And like sometimes like the killer gets so frustrated that like they'll DC or some shit. So like you would definitely be an aggressive player for sure.
You're saying
you got hella rage bait.
Killer.
Yeah, no, you could rage bait killers like crazy. You could actually like rage bait them. If you know what you're doing, you can keep them on your ass the whole game and they still don't kill you.
Yo, for those of you who don't know in the comment section and shit, I love to troll the video games they play and rage bait. So I don't know, maybe I might download that shit.
Yeah, you could definitely rage bait. You can also be a team player too. So, and there's different characters that you could play that are in this game. Like I said, being like this a 10+ year game, you got characters like Nicolas Cage, Lara Croft. Obviously you got Rick Grimes. Most recent. Ghostface? Yes, Ghostface is the killer though. But yes, if you're playing with the boys, obviously you're playing Survivor. So there's a whole bunch of licensed. Well, okay, so if you want to solo, obviously, yeah, there is Ghostface, and I'll let you know right now, he is one of the strongest killers in this game.
Never mind, I'll hit you guys up for Survivor.
But he's one of the strongest because he's a stealth killer. So basically, like his main thing is like, I'm gonna sneak around, and then when you least suspect, I'm just gonna like instantly kill you. That's his main gimmick. That's what he does a lot. Yeah, he just sits there. He just does this shit.
Would you say he is as broken as he was in MK1? Or at least my Ghostface was.
No, always got to bring it back to fighting games or something.
Always. Yeah, no, not even close. And the thing is that there's always something new for this game too, so it's not repetitive. Like the killer you're seeing on your screen is actually like literally just came out like a week ago or something. They always have events too. Like the recent event they had was the recent event that they had was a 2v8, and in 2v8 you don't even have to worry about perks or anything. It's separated by classes. I mean, it's limited time, unfortunately, but there's more than just playing this the whole time. They always have events. You can always like do other shit, and like playing certain characters is actually pretty cheap. So in the shop it's like 500 gold, which I think is like equivalent to like a $5 or some shit. I never really checked the shop, to be fair. But yeah,
that's like your typical in-game currency, right?
Yeah. So there's three in-game currencies. There's one you get is called blood points. You get that. You get that. Like you get a lot of blood points a lot of the time. Like there's always like multipliers all the time, both for Survivor and Killer. So if like you want to play Killer, sometimes they do have multiply for that. So if you play really good, you get like hella blood points to spend on, getting items and perks and shit. There's the iridescent one. It's like the red and blue one. It's kind of like the premium, but it's like the free premium. And then obviously you have the gold one, which is literally buying in the shop.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this: the most interesting mode in this game to me is the 2v8 mode, where you have 2 killers versus just a bunch of survivors, right?
Right.
And the default mode, I gotta be honest with you, it looks fucking shit. It looks ass. Because to me, I don't understand the point of this game. Like, I just don't get why people are interested in booting this up over any other game in existence. This is the one game I tell everybody, like, look, you could play Civilizations for all I care, or StarCraft or anything like that. Those games are, in my opinion, like, those are retirement games. When your eye-to-eye coordination burns out, or your dexterity's just gone, and it's like, okay, well, let me just chill at home and play something slow. And I get that. I understand those games. This is the game I just can't get behind whatsoever. Like, why would you ever want to boot up this game and run around as a survivor, just standing by a generator, watching this bar come up, and then do what do they call that? When that little meter shows up and you gotta click it, you gotta time it just right to hit like
the skill thing.
Yeah. Skill. Do they call it skill check or whatever? I forget what they call it.
Yeah, it's a skill check, yeah. No, you got it right.
Sure. Okay, yeah. I don't get why people would want to just sit there by a generator watching this bar climb up. Slow, do the little skill check thing, and then just keep standing there waiting for the killer to show up. The killer shows up, then you just got to do this chasing. You just got to run around, hide, loop, whatever, and then go back and do the same thing. And then if a killer gets too close, you do that log shit or the cardboard thing, right? And you drop that. I don't understand the game loop. Like, how are people so just
it's because
by this?
Well, I mean, obviously it's one of the most unique games. Like, there's people that have tried to play. There are people who try to play games like this. Well, asymmetrical horror, like, there's not a lot of asymmetrical horrors out there, and the ones that were, like, they were a thing, died immediately, even if they were better than Dead by Daylight at some points. So I think that's part of it, is like it's a game experience that you don't see from other things. Also, I think the licenses and even the killers that are like that they made up themselves are also good too.
Sure.
Also playing with your friends. I mean, that's obvious.
The first game that had this type of format, like the whole 4v1 and everybody's a real player format, was, I don't think Crim knows about this, but I'm pretty sure you know Rainbow. Evolve,
yeah, I know.
Right? Evolve. Yeah. So when that game came out, before that game came out, I was actually really excited for that, because I thought, like, this is such an interesting concept and no other game has done something like this, like a 4v1 and everybody's still a player, But one player is playing like the raid boss, and everybody has to kind of work together to beat that raid boss. And obviously that game flopped and failed, even though I think it
was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time, and obviously now you have this that is the same concept, but there's no actual like combat. Only the raid boss is the one doing the damage and killing things, and everybody else is just running. So I'd argue it's even worse than Evolve, but it's evolved past Evolve. Like, it's so far beyond that, and it's successful. Yeah, and it's because it's horror, but it's like, I know Crim's a horror fan. I don't think you are at all. Me and you are kind of like that. Yeah, I don't give a shit about horror. And this is just boring to me. Like, it's beyond boring. I would rather play Evolve at this point.
Right. So, because which is why I said, like, if you were playing this game, like, we're like all on a team, you would be the guy that would want the killer to chase you, because you want that Evolve experience of, like, like.
No.
Even though you can't attack them, like, like juking and shit, like, you want to interact. Like, you don't want to just sit in dinner. That's why I say, like, that would be you if you were playing this game. And the thing too is that because there's so many perks and everything in this game, like, there's a lot of perks that not just break the flow of the gameplay loop that you're mentioning, but also, like, break the rules, right? So there'll be some where it's just like, if you get downed, they call it slugging, which basically, like, you leave one guy down, you just chase everybody until they're down, essentially. There's like a perk where you could just get up by yourself.
Okay. Right.
If they don't pick you up. There's perks where you can essentially, like, have 3 lives. Like, they hit you once, you don't really get hurt. They hit you again, you dodge the hit, and then you get hit again, and finally you're down. Like, there's like different things that let the gameplay loop either be faster or you know, whatever your plan is for that. There's a lot, especially for killers kind of get fucked over a lot, but you know, there
are minor alterations to the flow of the game. They're not major. They're just very tiny adjustments to it. And
some of them are. Some of them actually have like some huge implications.
Sure, but the same concept is there. Like, it's just 4 people running from one player killer, and I don't get it. I swear to God, I don't get it, and I never will get it. And I'm seriously sticking to this. Like, I'm standing on it. Just bring back Evolve at this point. Like, why is this game still alive? Bring back Evolve.
Hey, I would love to play Evolve when it came out. I wish I could. Until people make more games, like, it's the thing is with this game, and with why it was like Evolve was ahead of its time. It's not easy to make you're the op being both fun and like actually engaging, because a lot of times people will play Survivor outside of like with their friends. Like, I don't want to face 4 people at the same time. I just want to have help
right.
against one guy. So it's hard to make games like that, or make games, you know, like Evolve. So a lot of people just don't make the shit, which is why this game has been going on the way it has. And also licenses. I mean, my nigga, like, they have Tokyo Ghoul, Five Nights at Freddy's, fucking...
Yeah, it's the Fortnite of horror games now at this point.
It's literally like Fortnite of horror. But if you want to, like, it's always kind of been the Fortnite of horror games, but if there's, like, when it became undeniable is when they added Tokyo Ghoul, because no one expected them to add anime. and they've yet to add, like... what I'm trying to think of, like, some like horror killers that just haven't even been added yet. I know there's like one particular people I'll ask.
I'm downloading it tonight.
Yeah, make sure I also pay for Tokyo Ghoul too.
Make sure you send a screenshot of you downloading it.
Yeah, they already fucking know.
Be about it. Don't talk about it. You already know.
Rainbow, can I be real with you? I think I have this game.
You have this game? It's pretty cheap. I think it's $30 right now, but
years ago, maybe like 3 or 4, I forget how long. Some people were hitting me up. Hey, would you be down to play Dead by Daylight? I'm like, okay, I guess. And he's like, all right, do the tutorial, do this, do that. I'm like, all right, yeah. I did it, and then we played like one game, and then the next time they hit me up, I just left them on red because I did not want to play it again.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. They fucked up. They fucked you up. So, and I mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you guys. The tutorial of this game does not do it. It does not do it. I'm just gonna say that right now. And that's why like a lot of people play with their homies is because of that. Because like the game itself doesn't explain it too well. I know what you're like probably gonna get into. I mean, go ahead and say it, but I would just...
How could the tutorial not do a simplistic game justice? Like, dude, I get the game flow. I've seen the gameplay. I don't even need to play a tutorial to understand what the fuck's going on. I know exactly what's happening, you know what everything is used for. Like, you hide in the closets, and then, you know, you get hung, and then you gotta wait for someone to get you off the hook so you can keep playing again. You can only survive 2 hits. When you get hit the second time, you get downed. Like, I understand how this game works, how it operates. It's still boring, tutorial or fucking not. I don't think I don't think it's the fact that Crim's friends told him, do the tutorial, bro. And then he's like, oh man, that tutorial sucked, man. And I had the worst tutorial experience ever, bro. Like, no, we get how the game works. It fucking sucks.
I'm saying that
because I don't know. I played a match, and then I was like, I don't know how I feel about this shit.
I'm saying that because the game, like, especially if you look at it, like if you're just going straight by tutorial, like here's how to unhook people and shit, obviously, yeah, gameplay is simple. But when you get in a game and you're like, you don't even like they didn't even have this until like, I want to say even halfway into, because they take a long time to like do shit, like until halfway into the game's lifespan. It was like halfway in this game's lifespan, they added the feature that, like, let's say you booted the game up, like first game of the day, right?
Yeah.
In the loading screen, they'll actually tell you what killer you're facing off against. right? And they never had that. So it was always a surprise on who you're fighting. And with all the perks and items in the game and shit, you wouldn't know how things interact unless someone told you. Like, they don't tell you, like, hey, here's how to pick up an item. You know, here's what this item does. Like, they just have, like, the literal, like, hop over this, unhook this, hide in the logger. You know, they have that shit. So that's why I say that. I understand where you're coming from, but that's why I say that.
I get where you're coming from as well, and it's like, I don't really think this game is that complex. Like, sure, there's perks and they can change the game drastically, sure, but it's still a very dry game. Like, you don't need a whole lot to process here.
Yeah,
right. It's just one of those games, like, when you get the basic premise, and then there's like a whole bunch of other shit, but it's kind of like, oh, I'll worry about that later kind of deal. And then you'll slowly, like, get accustomed to it. It's one of those games. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people drop this game outside of, like, what your reasons would be. A lot of people drop this game because it's like, okay, I'm in tutorial, it looks simple. Why did I get down in like 0.2 seconds? And then I'm
really though. I feel like if people drop it, it's for the reason Crim would drop it. Like, you played it because your friends told you to, and you're like, ugh, this game's already boring right off the bat.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't have any fun with it.
Yeah, it's not. I doubt it would be because people booted it up and were like, whoa, I don't know the control scheme. Like, how do I move left or right? What does this button do? Like, no, like, if you were interested in it, you were going to play it and you were going to learn it.
Yeah.
Not some people, from what I've heard. This is from what I've heard. I know we're different. I'm just saying from what I've heard.
Oh, wait. That is true. That might be true, because remember, some people will enjoy a game and be complete shit at it.
Yeah, I get that. That applies for very specific games, though. Like, for example, I can understand that for Path of Exile, right? Like, that game is complex. That game is complicated. A lot of people are going to drop it because they don't understand how. And I'm not going to get into specifics about it because we're talking about Dead by Daylight. But obviously, they get confused about loot and how damage works and, you know, elements and stuff like that, because the game doesn't actually properly explain any of that shit to you. You actually have to watch YouTube videos. It's the same thing for a fighting game, for example. Like back in Tekken, you had to watch videos on YouTube to understand how to do wave dashing and tech and, you know, how to punch. Like, you have to go watch YouTube videos for that shit. And those games make sense when people drop them. They're that complex. But a game like this, dude, I don't need a YouTube guide. I'm gonna figure this shit out. If I really like it and I like the concept, I'm gonna figure this shit out on my own.
Does this game have any, like, hidden tech that I gotta search up?
There's some hidden tech. It's not as, like, complex. Like, you wouldn't notice it unless, like, you saw it. But there's some, especially tech for killers, obviously. Like Wesker, he could like glide on a wall like this and then still grab your bitch ass and then fucking throw you, or like mind gaming people. Like there's tech. It's not as obvious, but there is some for you tech fiends out there.
Yeah, you guys had to play tag as a kid to understand some of the hardcore tech involved in this game. Like, dude, it's a no for me. Next.
All right, Grim. Well,
I'm sorry, I don't think I would get into it.
Wait, what happened? You were saying earlier, like, yeah, you're gonna download it. I'm gonna download it after. What happened now?
Yeah, but I could rage bait better in other games. I'd rather rage bait someone, or there's a game that has BC.
Like I said, for y'all in particular, I consider this game as like a game where it's like, I don't know, we don't know what to play. Like, if someone's like, let's play blank game, and like not everyone's in the mood for it, and it's kind of like, I just want to like have a chill game where I just do whatever, but I'm still playing the game. I would consider this as one of those games.
I'd rather just play Lethal Company or Repo
or read a book.
Okay, shut up.
Now that's disrespectful as fuck.
And that's disrespectful and makes you a liar.
Oh actually, my God. I don't understand why you would ever pick this game over Repo or Lethal Company, because you keep bringing up the co-op aspect to it. Like, oh yeah, with something to play with your friends. Okay, well, if I want to play with my friends and even more of my friends, you can just play Lethal Company or Repo. Like, the games themselves, like Repo, is 6 or 8 players. I forget. I can't remember how many players it is.
It's 4 players, but the mods add like,
no. Repo is I think like 6 players if I'm not mistaken. Lethal Company is 4 players, but I think Repo might be 6 or 5. I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah,
also, I look into it. I could have sworn it was 4.
Even if it's not enough players, like you just said, you do a mod and you get more. It doesn't really work for this game. Like you need to either have 5 or 4 people or 5 players, and then one of those players is the killer. Like I don't know. It's
and on top of that, I feel like again with like Lethal Company and Repo, you just get more out of it. Like we have so many like funny moments and clips and shit. But with like Dead by Daylight, you get a whole stack and it's just like on some Walter White shit. Oh, you got me. Like,
and this game falls more into like a serious horror game, like a competitive type horror game. I'm not calling it a competitive game, but it's like more serious, I would say.
Wait, is there ranked?
Yeah, they tried to
become.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there's MMR.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Fucking L. People are playing comp in this shit? That is insane. Wow. Dude.
Hey,
like
I
know that there's been tournaments. I'm aware that there's been tournaments, but them adding a ranked system in this is...
Yeah, they've always had MMR.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. How do you do ranked in a game that's already unfair from the jump? 4v1, let's do a ranked game. That doesn't make any sense.
Yo, I'm a gold Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah, I'm a gold Freddy Fazbear, bro. I just hit plat with Ghostface. Like, dude, this shit is crazy. Bro, this game's a fucking joke. I'm sorry, man. To any of the fans that enjoy this shit, I can't. Like, if you want to play a serious game that's co-op based, I'm just going to go play Marvel Rivals at that point. Like, no joke. If I want something fun to have laughs, like Crim was saying, something for fun and laughs, we're gonna go play Repo or we're gonna go play Lethal Company, dude. Like, that's what we're picking.
Also, Rainbow, remember I'm autistic. I need to have I gotta have like a bunch of stupid shit going on in my game. This shit's too slow.
I wouldn't say it's too slow. I just think it's far too boring. Like, there's not enough happening in those moments where you're just like fixing something.
Yes, I mean,
and there's just a bar that just starts climbing. Yeah, there's just moments where you're just sitting there and watching a bar climb. Like, dude, I'll go watch the loading screen of Marvel Rivals when I gotta like fucking do the what do you gotta wait for?
Shaders?
Yeah, the shaders. Like when I gotta wait for the shaders and shit.
The shaders, dude. The shaders equivalent for gamers right now is watching paint dry. That's fucking insane, bro. I'd rather watch shaders compile.
Is he about to get fucked?
He's about to get fucked, and this video is about to end. So Rainbow, go ahead, wrap.
Yeah, you already know. Well, people, I tried to get two more players here, but you know, to no avail. It's a common occurrence. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and let us know, would you be a part of the 60% if you were a woman? We'll catch y'all later.